What is happening, YouTube? So the Clippers are in a 3 games winning streak. So we beat the Grizzlies without John Morant, but a dub is a dub. And then we beat the Toronto Raptors, who are pretty much like more on the struggling side, but nevertheless they still have a talented squad, but they were just bad as a team this year. They got Siakam, Scotty, and all of those players. But we beat them, and then now we beat the New York Knicks, who is a pretty good team. They were missing Jalen Brunson, but they pretty much got everything back with Emmanuel quickly. So pretty much, Jalen Brunson, he's great and all, but pretty much, Emmanuel quickly just pretty much makes everything up. Emmanuel quickly, he's a walking bucket. That guy is a baller. He's a baller. And then the Clippers just defeated the Knicks. Um, you know, we were pretty much mostly controlled, but the Knicks just took control a little bit in the second and the third quarter. But then we just we just pretty much took over, which is great to see. Knocking down threes, and the turnovers was not double digits, so that was pretty good. And honestly, um, we had so many days rest that I honestly had to like look back at the schedule. Who did we play, because we rested so long, and I like how we're getting a lot of rest this time, and we're not playing like back to backs or pretty much one game after. We actually getting like 3 days, like 2 days rest, or 2 to 3 days rest, which I really love to see. And and the Clippers, when they have a lot of rest, they are pretty much solid. And obviously, the sample size doesn't look too good because the Grizzlies, yeah, they were hurt, but the Raptors, they were pretty much fully healthy. But the records aren't the best. The Knicks, however, they are actually a pretty legitimate team. Yes, you can say they did not have Jalen Brunson, but they got Emmanuel quickly, who's their immediate spark plug, and he makes up what Jalen Brunson um, usually brings. So if you really think about it, um, on paper it looks like they lost a lot, but in reality, quickly just gets his full potential. But man, all right, let's go player by player and analyze them. So again, Marcus Morris, he played more minutes than every single Clippers fans would want to see, but thank goodness that his shots were hitting. So pretty much I guess that justifies Ty Lue closing with Marcus Morris in this game. But if we're being honest, and I mean I'm sure everybody else was uncomfortable with Morris freaking starting and closing. Obviously, we like to see Rocco. Ty Lue, during playoff time, we gotta see Rocco playing every single game, bro, in the playoff, because we trying to win a championship over here. You know what I'm saying? But but thankfully today Morris' shot was hitting. But anyways, Paul George, he shot a pretty good 10 for 21, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Paul George definitely gave a lot of really good looks. He was just pretty much feeding everybody. Fed Zubac, fed um, you know a lot of players. Get him some good looks. That's what we'd love to see out of PG. 8 rebounds, 1 steal. So typical Paul George, plus 21. Kawhi Leonard, same thing. And he dropped a damn near 40 bomb. Sheesh. Bucket. And yeah, glad to see Morris actually hitting shots, and he's like not shooting bricks, and he actually got 5 rebounds, so I'll take that. But obviously we like to see Rocco minutes, but for today, let's give Morris his props, and I'll give him his props, but obviously definitely could work on our defense and everything. Ivica Zubac, he got a solid 4 for 6. His rebounding was a lot lower because the Knicks, they have very good rebounders. They got Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle. They're like a very big man oriented team. But Zubac did his job as role player. Russell Westbrook, he had more of an off game today. 3 for 8. He still got 5 rebounds and 3 assists. He only got 3 turnovers, so but Russell Westbrook was more quiet this time. Nick Batum, he was also more quiet as well too. But he got 4 rebounds, but his shots are just not falling. Plumlee also struggled on the offensive end as well. 1 for 4. Um, only got 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Um, pretty much like a lot of our players just had bad games, but thankfully the Clippers still managed to pull it off. Even Terrence Mann, he went 1 for 6 and all that. Um, but in even 1 rebounding and 3 assists. And Eric Gordon, he did solid. He got a double digits, 10 points. 3 assists, 2 rebounds. So thankfully, mainly of Kawhi and Paul George, they pulled it through. Even Morris, he pulled it through for his standards. And then now let's get to the New York Knicks. So thankfully, a lot of players on the New York Knicks side also did pretty bad as well too. So I guess that justifies our players just having an off game. So Julius Randle, 5 for 24. Holy shit. Hey, thank you very much, Julius. But hey, for real though, Julius Randle, he's a really good player. He's a good rebounder. He can shoot the ball. He's a respectable playmaker, but he also turns the ball over usually. But for this game, he turned the ball over less. Got 19 points, went to the free throw line. Julius Randle was also a damn school threat too. He just freaking elbowed the shit out of Mason Plum, just whacked the heck out of him. Mitchell Robinson, 2 for 8. But that dude got a whopping 14 rebounds. Holy shit. That's fucking crazy. 14 boards. That's fucking wild. But, he was pretty stagnant on the offensive end. RJ Barrett, 5 for 12. 11 points. Nothing too crazy. Emmanuel Quigley, though, that guy was a walking bucket, 26 points. He was pretty much carrying the Knicks offense. Wish the Clippers played Bones Highland, in my opinion. Question for every single Clippers fans watching this video. Who would you rather have be our main backup point guard? Eric Gordon or Bones Highland? I know my boy Mr. Buckets and Boards. I know he be telling me what I think about Eric Gordon every day when Eric Gordon does his thing. And, Eric Gordon is a solid player, but I don't know. My gut feeling, I still prefer Highland because Highland, he's more shifty and he can finish layups more than Eric Gordon. But I guess Eric Gordon makes it up for defense as well too. So I guess for if you're like more of an old head Clippers fans who was pretty much like born before 2000s. You're probably going to say you would rather have Eric Gordon to be our main backup point guard for nostalgia. He did get 7 assists one time, so he does have some of the juice in him. But Bones Highland, in my opinion, he's more fresh and he moves the ball like a lot more, and he's more of a truer point guard prototype, and our offense would just be a lot better. And I think Emmanuel Quigley and Bones Highland, they're like the same type of players, but I think Bones is more flashy, and I don't know because when Bones played, I also loved how our offense also was quick as well too. Russ also brings our offense really good too, but that's why I just have a personal preference towards Bones. But again, I suspect a lot of y'all gonna would rather stick with Eric Gordon as our backup point guard, even though, in my opinion, Gordon should just be more used as a reserve and all that. But I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Um, Obi Toppin, 4 for 9. He was missing all the threes. 5 rebounds, 10 points. So again, a lot of the Knicks players they were pretty much a disappointment this game too. So it worked out towards our favor. Hartenstein, welcome back. Um, 2 for 5, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. So you can see him crashing the glass, and he would occasionally throw some dimes. He got a quiet 4 points. So um, I don't know. Like I'm not a Knicks fan, so I don't know. Should he deserve like more minutes? Because Hartenstein, man, I really like him as a player, and he brings in the energy. But I guess Hartenstein, I've been hearing he has some good games, and then other games he does, fairly poorly. Josh Hart, he's the new addition for the Knicks, and it turns out he's a pretty great addition. That guy got 8 rebounds and 4 assists, and then 10 points. Very, very solid role player if you need someone to crash the glass and get some occasional assists. So that was definitely a pretty good acquisitions for the New York Knicks. And the Los Angeles Clippers, our next schedule is going to be the Golden State Warriors. It's at our home court, and the Warriors, they're known to be very bad at road games, so we should get the win. And then the Orlando Magics, we should beat the Orlando Magics. Clippers, come on, keep it rolling. And like I said, we're getting heavy rest, so it should definitely work towards our favor. And I predict, um, hopefully, we could get at least 7 game winning streak. Because come on, we better not make sure to fall into plan. But anyways, are y'all optimistic on how the Clippers are gonna go far in the playoffs, or obviously, are you still like very, very, skeptical of the Los Angeles Clippers? I mean, if you say you're skeptical of the Los Angeles Clippers, I cannot blame you because, man, that losing streak was painful, very painful, very painful. But anyways, let me know what you think about how the Clippers played today or anything specific in general. And definitely leave your opinions down below in the comment sections. As y'all know, peace.